Chris Forsberg.
And I'm Dylan Hughes.
And we're going to transform this recreational Polaris UTV into a race-ready rig.
Welcome to the Slime Road to Baja.
Oh, there she is. Yeah. Gotta put the whips on for the ride.
How do you turn these things on?
Hang on, I think it'll work.
They're not lit, are they?
Oh, it's lit up in here. Hang on, I think it'll work. Got the whips, safety first. Oh yeah! Are my whips gonna clear?
Buggy whips.
Yeah.
We'll pull it on in here.
All right. It doesn't look too out of place.
Too bad?
It's a nice looking machine.
Yeah.
It rips, there's no doubt about that. It drives nice.
It's super fun, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be strong enough to handle a real desert race.
If you're gonna go down to Baja, we definitely got to make it Baja worthy.
Oh yeah.
You're in the right spot.
Awesome. Well, we're stoked.
Is there any way that we can do the shocks now? Like, how long does that take?
I think since it's in here, and you've got Fox live valve shocks, which are the right shocks to have. I have a set that's already valved for long travel, for Cognito long travel. We just need to swap your live valves into those. So I think we can have the guys right now go ahead and pull the shocks off.
Cool.
Pull the live valves out, put the live valves in the new shocks.
And we'll still have the control in the car?
Still have the control.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because you know, we're always going for that comfort mode when you're racing.
Check her out, dude.
Yeah.
That's how she does flying through the dunes.
Kind of makes CR made. Pretty cool. They're like the prototype kit.
Yeah, so literally that DSC will come out and the live valve will go right back in there.
Wow. Okay. Very cool.
So the difference between the Fox shocks that came on your car and these Fox shocks is the ones that came on your car are 2.5-inch bottom out cup shocks. These are 2.5-inch fronts, 3-inch rear internal bypass shocks. So for desert, you get a little more oil capacity in the rears. You got a sweet tune, inner bodies and valving and things like that that we've already put in them that I've figured out from my racing in the desert.
Hear that, Dylan? We got sweet tune in these bad boys.
Not a dune tune.
Not a dune tune. No, the dune tunes come out the speakers.
That's right. Well, in 2011, I started racing my Terex in the desert with some friends, and I didn't really know that people were racing these things in the desert. And my friend Jim said, "Hey, we gotta go. We should build a car and go race." And I thought, they race UTVs? I said, yeah, there's a race in Parker coming up. So we built a car, went to Parker, raced the Best in the Desert Blue Water Grand Prix, and that was the first race. And I think we were hooked after that. And then here we are, it's 2021. I'm a factory Polaris racer. I'm sponsored by Monster Energy, and I'm just having a good old time out there building great product, improving product, supplying great product to customers, to other racers, to recreational enthusiasts, and it's just really a lot of fun.
I mean, this thing definitely looks different than my rig, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, this is obviously the absolute top pro level.
This started life out as a 4-seat Turbo S, just like my pre-runner, and then we cut almost all the chassis off. We leave the rear section where the rear suspension mounts, the main frame rails going down the center, all the way to the front bulkhead, and then we build our own chassis, and then we marry the two together. So then it's got custom tins and all that, but we move the A-pillar back, the dash back, and the seats back about 8 inches from a stock 4-seater. So you end up with a long wheelbase 2-seater. Some folks don't realize that this started life as a 4-seater, but yeah, that puts my body pretty much in the center line, in the center of the car. So if you're going over big whoops, just think like a teeter-totter.
Oh yeah.
You want to be in the middle.
Yeah.
That's true.
Even though it's a different seating position than my pre-runner, the car is way similar. So whenever I'm out recreating or playing with my kid or going on a trip or whatever, I'm practicing for this thing. You know, the same shocks, the same suspension. Handling is only a little bit different, mainly because of the seating position in the pre-runner, but it's good practice, really good practice, and a lot of fun.
Now, do you guys upgrade the engines at all, or are they pretty factory?
That's a factory 168 horsepower engine from a Turbo S. So the name of the game in the desert is keeping the tires rolling. The more downtime you got, the more you're getting left in the rear view. It's not really about how much horsepower you make. It's not about how much smoke or wheel spin you make, like in drifting, but it's about reliability for sure. So engine is stock, turbo stock, intercooler stock.
It's crazy, like, you know, a winning setup at the highest level is still running a factory engine. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
The one cool thing I like about the desert rigs is like how you kind of have to bring a lot of stuff with you. You know, like it's all in the back, you got your spare axles, you got your jack, you know, of course the spare tire. Yeah, and you know, and then you also have a co-driver. You know, we have 2 seats, but we don't have a co-driver. So you got, you know, someone that's gonna go swap those tires for you when you have an issue.
In desert racing, in this class, having a co-driver is mandatory. I mean, in the long races, it's good to have somebody to talk to or just know that somebody's there, even though sometimes they fall asleep in the longer, smoother sections late at night, but it makes it challenging, and it makes, you know, tire changes a little faster, things like that, but he's looking ahead and calling out turns for me before I can see him, so I can prepare, set the car up, things like that. Slow down.
Sometimes.
Let me tell you real quick about how cool Slime 2-in-1 really is. I'm gonna take this old trailer tire, I'm gonna ram a screw through it, and then I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Simple as that. So the cool part about Slime 2-in-1 is that it works for tires with and without tubes, so it doesn't really matter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the black piece off of the top right here, and it actually comes with a valve core tool. You're gonna roll your tire upright so that your valve core is right at the top, and then we're gonna go ahead and twist this thing right out of here, and it's gonna let all the air out of the tire. Now that I got the right amount of Slime 2-in-1 in there, I went ahead and used my cap and reinstalled the valve core tool. What I'm gonna do now is just add a little bit of air, put it back on the trailer, and you're ready to rip. Now that we got the trailer tire all fixed up and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some in this here UTV, just so I can go ahead and prevent any flats that may happen while I'm out on the trail, because I'm not looking to deal with that.
So we're getting you guys dialed in with the right shocks.
Yeah, looks like it.
But you guys got a lot of work ahead of you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to swap a couple things, yeah.
You're gonna have a big mess in your shop.
That's fine. We love big messes.
But I'll tell you what, once you're done, you're gonna have a legit desert car ready to go race, have fun, whatever you want to do with it.
That's awesome.
But we're gonna set you up with Cognito proven suspension, roll cage, bumpers, door kit, window nets, 30-gallon fuel cell kit. Man, you guys are gonna be ready to go take on some desert.
That's pretty much all of it, yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot of stuff. That's so much stuff, dude.
Did you guys have anything you wanted to trade?
Well, yeah, you know, of course, we got some goodies for you too. I mean, this is it's a fair, equal trade.
Yeah, fair trade,
A couple
right?
bottles of slime. I mean, I heard this stuff's gold out in the middle of the desert, so.
Middle of the desert.
Yeah.
This is the new 2-in-1 from Slime, so.
2 for 1.
2 for
Love
1.
it.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
You're good with that, and we're good with this. We'll call it even.
We'll call it even.
Yeah, we're shocked up. Got our first step to a race rig. Got our custom tuned, long travel, internal bypass, adjustable shock set.
Seems strangely familiar, this scene.
Hey, you know how it goes. That's the deal.
Dude, that wing sprint setup is pretty sick.
You know, we want to get a trailer wing. You know, we need a little more aerodynamic ability for the drive home. It's a long haul, so we picked up this Cognito roll cage. So that was one heck of a trip. We got so many parts from Cognito. They have everything that we need to turn this thing into a race-ready rig.
It's gonna be insane. The amount of stuff that they gave us and the amount of stuff that they had in stock was pretty unbelievable to me.
And they make it all in-house. Everything here is made in the USA. I love that. The cage, the arms, even the doors, and you know, he even threw in some extra sets of axles that we're gonna need. We got some door bags, and like, the list goes on and on.
Crazy, right? I'm just really stoked that we were able to go there and actually go and see exactly what was going on. See the parts when they come out of their most raw phase, and then the guys over there at Cognito transform them into race-ready parts for these rigs. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, and Justin's rig was there too. We got to check it out. He gave us a little tour of not only his pre-runner, but of his race rig, and we got to see kind of with the ins and outs of what we're gonna need to be able to get ready for that race.
Well, I can't wait to tear into it and get it race ready.
Yeah, there's so much that goes into it. The Nora race looks like it's gonna be the one that we wanna do. You know, we're a little new, we're a little green at this, and it's just gonna be those couple different stages so we can actually get our feet wet before we go and try and do something crazy like the Baja race.
Yeah, right. The coolest part about the Nora race is that it spreads it out over a couple days, almost like a stage rally style race, where it's not necessarily point A to point B, 1,000 miles go, and hopefully you make it. So the coolest part about that is that we get to basically get a little bit of time at the end of each day to kind of go over the rig, make sure everything's happy, and of course get some content for everybody.
I'm sure we're gonna leave a couple things loose, so we're gonna wanna get under there and check it out. One thing we do know what we're doing is we're gonna be running Slime's new 2-in-1 into all the tires because I don't wanna get any flats out there.
I don't want to be changing any tires.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be changing any, maybe you will.
I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah, not really. But no, we're gonna be running Slime's new 2-in-1 into all the tires and even the spares because we wanna make sure those things are sealed up tight.